Hey there, everyone. Nathaniel here, and welcome to the fifth episode of the podcast. Um, Sorry I didn't get this up right away. We had some issues with the editing software, or I should say, I had some issues with the editing software, and it didn't want to work all that well. But here we are. So anyway, again, spoiler warning. Whenever we start talking about the next upcoming episode via its synopsis, just go ahead and jump to about the 10-minute and 45-second mark, and you'll get past that. And we'll continue on with the rest of our discussion. So, we have a special guest on this episode. His name is Hibiki. He'll be joining us from the beginning. So again, enjoy the episode and take it easy.
What?
Just the mic's pretty damn powerful. That's it.
Your face is pretty damn powerful.
And welcome to the fifth episode of the podcast, people.
No, I was eating.
Great way to start it. My face is pretty damn powerful, isn't that right, folks?
You've started it already?
So great and powerful.
Yeah, that's just about how we do it.
Oh.
I like to scare the hell out of people. Of
I
course.
was about to say, what about the last 5 minutes before you said that?
Oh, that'll probably be edited out.
Aha.
Yeah, no one wants to listen to us doing all kinds of horribly sexual things to each other in the Skype.
I hate you, Tag.
Yes.
For clarification, nothing happens in the Skype when I'm.
Well, that's just going to make him think otherwise now, so good job.
Well, fine, let them fantasize about me. But, yeah, so fifth episode
about having
podcast.
fangirls that fantasize about you.
I have
You have
fangirls.
fangirls?
I do.
What?
No, covers.
I have a fangirl, not because of this, though.
I was about to say, I didn't think so.
Not because of this. It's a girl I knew in high school.
What did you do?
She's just a really good friend of mine.
How's that a fangirl? Is she a fangirl of your personality?
Yes. Yes, she is.
That's kind of weird.
Not really.
No, you.
Never mind.
I think they're aren't they commonly referred to as girlfriends?
Yeah, or
Because
friends. Ow.
we never dated. Just
You.
it's I don't know. Like, we just kind of hit it off the first time we met, and like it was me, her, and this other girl. So Vicky and Natalie. Vicky's the one I'm talking about. She's over in Japan, teaching English and working at a tattoo parlor. I'll have to show you some.
Ah, no, you told me about her before.
Yeah, she's one of the most amazing people I've ever met.
I think we've agreed that if I ever go to Japan, I'm taking you with me again.
If we hadn't already, we have now.
Okay, that works.
Because
I want to go to Japan.
Oh, it's an amazing country, really. She's lucky to be there.
Why douchebags in Japan?
She lives in Nagoya.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're
So,
going
like,
to go visit.
She's far enough away from Tokyo, but still close.
So she can go to like Shibuya if she wants to. Ooh.
Yes. She goes to Tokyo for a bunch of concerts. Like, she's seen Dear Engray, I think, twice while she's been. I don't remember if she went to a Maximum the Hormone concert, but I think she said she was going to at one point. I can't remember. But anyway, so enough about my life. Tad's not going to be here for too long. He's on vacation with his family.
Lazy.
Say hi, Alex. The podcast is listening. Hi! That's my brother.
No, he said hi, Alex. That was wrong. Do it again.
Try harder next time.
Say hi, Alex, not just hi.
I'm not stupid.
He says he's not stupid.
That remains to be seen.
But yeah, so
In engineering, I have some pride.
Tag's currently in a hotel room, so he's not going to be with us for too long, but he just wanted to say hi to everyone. And
Hi, I'm dying. So,
he's also starting to get sick, so he needs sleep.
It's those Christmas blues because I don't have a girlfriend to spend it with.
Get
Also,
over
I
it.
have almonds, so that kind of makes up for it. Oh, these glorious nuts.
Who needs girlfriends when you have almonds?
They're
All right.
dry roasted and salted and incredibly unhealthy.
That does sound delicious, actually.
1/3 of a cup has 320 calories.
Oh yeah, dude. An entire bag of almonds will actually give you your caloric intake for an entire day.
My God, I did not hear that entire conversation because for some reason I spaced out, so all I heard is 1/3 of a cup, and my mind immediately jumped to a jockstrap.
What?
I don't know where the relation came from. I'm sorry.
Your brain, dude.
But at least
should
he said
see
almonds
mine.
after that.
But
so.
you like sports?
Yes, I do like sports. Anyways,
Either that or he likes jocks.
sports.
Maybe he likes both.
It
There you
could
go.
be. Yeah. All right. Anyways,
Yes.
Or
So, as you've heard, we have another voice with us today. This would be my friend Hibiki. You will probably hear
Hello.
me refer to him as Bylor or Vil or something like that. So do not think that there is another person. I'm just
or 3.
insane.
No, it's just me, myself, and I. We all have 3
Yes.
different names. We all respond to everything. Hi, hello.
Yes, exactly. And we'll get to why he is here a little bit later. But yeah, so new
this
episode.
is like my part of the podcast. Either that or I leave now because you guys are talking about the new episode and I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, yeah, you might want to.
What do we do the synopsis first for the next one, or whatever?
Yes, we can go ahead and get that out of the way.
Okay,
So spoiler
Loby,
cut.
get that up. Get that up now.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have the website. I still haven't.
I'm. Do I really gotta do it?
Dude,
I don't.
I'm fighting armies of people with a tank.
Okay, well, I don't have the website, so I
Fine,
could.
you're gonna like hear my trackpad clicking.
Fine, I'll do it. Give me a minute.
I'm already in Safari though.
Let me just like go hide in a building or something. I got a tank chasing me.
Professionalism.
So yeah, this is professionalism at its best. Loby's playing something. What are you? Playing?
Throw 3.
Oh, yeah, that's.
Well, it's a pretty easy game to play. I just didn't know I have to play and talk. I didn't know if I'd have to be bringing up the thing.
No, you're totally fine.
All right, here I'm opening it now.
But yeah. So we got one for in a hotel. We got another one playing Saints Row.
All right.
Spike
2 of
at
us are
your
playing
service.
All right.
Okay.
Spike at Surface. Yes.
I'm reading it because I already have the website and you're a loser.
I
Let's see here. Summary from Zap to It. After Applejack saved Spike, he insists on fulfilling the Noble Dragon Code by repaying her with excessive help around the farm. Just as Spike is about to be gobbled up by hungry timberwolves, he is saved by Applejack. Spike feels the need to repay Applejack and is soon offering a little too much assistance on the farm in order to fulfill the Noble Dragon Code.
So typical thing where he's gonna go overboard. Okay, synopsis done.
Just
No.
like the other episode that I haven't watched yet.
Wait, what? What other episode?
The Apple Family Reunion one.
Oh yeah.
Spike's the tiny purple dragon, right?
Yes.
Oh my god, no!
Yes. Yeah. I guess I forgot.
I've seen a few.
Okay.
Not all. I can have the general idea.
It's like
Okay.
Harris was on. He had no idea what we were talking about the entire time.
Oh, I know who Applejack is, and I have an idea who Spike is. He's not a main character. He's just a character. He's a supporting character.
There you go.
Well, I mean, while these two were talking about it, Harris and I had a conversation in the Skype. So how's that for professionalism?
Sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I don't know. I'm not really sure about the new one. Like,
Applejack lovers will love it. Or not that.
Applejack lovers will love the most
current
recent-
one. Yeah, I got out of sync here.
Yeah, but
This is the 5th podcast. We should be doing better than this.
we're doing just fine. Shut up.
It's
You.
holidays. Come on.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not so stellar about a Spike episode.
Do you not like Spike?
They have
No,
to give him an episode every once in a while. It's sort of like the contract of a supporting character.
Yeah, but
So he's not like a walking 2D cardboard cutout sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. But I didn't quite care for the last Spike episode. I mean, it was great because it gave us Crackle, and Crackle is best dragon. But
Oh man.
the rest of that episode wasn't all that good. So I'm kind of wondering. Or what was it? The one with
I think there was actually 2 Spike episodes.
yeah, the Sapphire Ruby, whatever it was.
Yeah, where he got really greedy.
Yeah.
Secret of My Excess. Season 2,
that was
episode
it.
10.
Yep.
Don't ask me how I know that.
I wasn't going to.
Yes, exactly. And
Religion does strange things to you.
Yeah, the Crusades are good proof of that.
Well, it's my World Religions Project, and I'm not. Yeah. I'm not one of those people. I don't worship. Okay, I want to stop talking now.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you did.
Um,
Your religion.
but I don't know. This could go either way for me. It could either be a really good episode, or it could just
Be
make
an
me
episode.
not yeah, it could just not be a good thing. Stop dying over there. You're not
No,
die while you're on the podcast.
I'm
You
gonna
have
have
to
to like massage my heart to keep me alive.
wait. In the meantime, your brother just walks over and punches you. How's that?
I'm kind of looking at him right now.
But I don't know, Lobi,
That's
you
weird.
got anything for it?
I don't know. I'm kind of in the same boat. It could be really good, or it could just be meh.
Yeah.
Man,
So
I personally liked the last Spike episode quite a bit. I didn't like. Actually, I kind of liked both of the Spike episodes.
I like Spike, so good episode.
yeah, I
Sure.
love Spike, but
Cool.
some of the funniest stuff that I've seen with Spike has been, an episode not about him, where he just throw in, the random quip every now and then.
Well, yeah, because you don't really get so many random quips when you're the focus of the episode, because you're either
Yeah.
freaking out or something like that.
Yeah, psychotic breakdowns with ponies.
Unless you're like me, and it is unfortunate because my sense of humor never deserts me, and I always get in trouble for it at school.
Yes, that. We'll go with that.
My
But-
math teacher did not find me very amusing. Isn't that right, Mr. Wingarden?
Make us a condition to. Wow.
I inhaled a little too hard there. No try hard breathing for me.
I was about to say, I think that's a condition of teaching math, is you have to have no sense of humor.
Uh,
They called him
disagree.
No,
I had some really, really good math teachers that
no. My Mr. Wingarden's nickname was V Dubs. So
really.
yeah, his name was V Dubs.
No,
He was
That
hit. He was
Sounds
hit,
like
bro.
an internet name.
just no.
Well, it's because his name was Mr. Van Weingarten.
Oh,
So you
I-
could V Dubs.
I don't. All I could
Well,
hear is like someone be like BT Dubs, V Dubs. I'm like, no.
Well, you see, my school is full of those people.
Yeah,
Well,
so we
that-
have come to discover by said person's horrible, horrible attempt at rap.
Also, my biology teacher can beatbox like there's no tomorrow.
That's cool.
No,
Was
he has the beatboxing club and he teaches kids.
Was he the short little fat dude in the background of that video?
No, you know the guy with the blue sweater?
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
The one who basically ripped the pig's heart out?
Yeah,
Gloves?
Wow.
Yeah, that was him.
okay, yeah. I could see that. He kind of looks like the person that might do that. Doesn't quite
What
fill
short
the
fat dude? You talking about me?
100%. No, there was some other short fat person in the background. I'll have to show you what I'm talking about in the video. Because, first off, you're not short and fat, so
I'm a little chubby, but I'm not short.
You're the tallest one in our family.
Yeah, I'm the tallest one in the family, except for Uncle
Really?
Dan.
how tall are you?
I'm like,
And Uncle Ron.
oh, Uncle Ron's taller than me. I'm like 6 or something.
6 even?
I'm 6 inches.
I
I'm sorry.
Now we
man.
learned that they are a family of gnomes.
I think I'm.
could just imagine that the dissection video. If you were a gnome, just this little 6 inch tall dude just diving into a fetal pig.
It's taller than I
Throwing
am,
stuff out. Oh god.
but I'm like 6 feet, I think, or something.
Okay, I'm 5'11". You're not short. Shut up.
Well,
I've never.
they use the
Yeah.
different measurement system than us.
No,
What, do they
Well-
measure across or something? I mean, come on.
yeah,
You're tall or you're short or you're in between.
Oh,
It's-
wow.
It
Yes,
totally makes
exactly in
sense.
feet.
I'll get a ruler.
No, shush! I don't need a ruler.
No, he needs tweezers and a microscope. But
Stop
You'll fit right in here.
Should have him on every podcast.
who says I'm fitting in here? What about if it's all of you fitting in with me?
So wait,
And kicked from the call.
No.
I lost my brand. No.
Oh God.
Oh God, no! I don't even know what to say.
So, all right. So we've dicked around for a little bit. We do need to get to the most recent.
Wait! Holiday stuff, because I'm here. We should talk about what we're doing for holidays. I don't know.
I'm doing nothing.
I'm going to eat a lot of holiday food and
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
open presents. Pretty
Oh, I
stuff.
probably won't be doing that
My
last.
friends have no lives.
My
I don't know.
present is people paying my bills until I can get back to work.
So I was told I asked for nothing. My mom was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you something anyway." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Okay, that was very uneventful.
I'm
Spending
quite
tomorrow.
happy with what I'm currently getting, so I need no presents.
Church.
I'm going to church tomorrow for the first time in like 8 months.
Holy crap.
I was thinking
That'll
Wait, I don't have to go to church tomorrow. If I sleep in, they won't wake me up because I'm too cranky in the morning.
I'll wake you up.
No, if you wake me up, I will like shove you down the toilet.
Oh man, that's awesome. These police made a roadblock and set spike strips to stop my tank.
Ish.
And then running away.
Why would they throw little tiny dragons on a road?
I was about to say.
thinking the same thing, but I didn't want to say it.
Anyway, so I'm spending tomorrow here in Ottawa with my grandma, the crazy cat lady.
And I need to get the infections of June and July.
Oh yes, her new kitty cats, June and July. They're so adorable, and
Vito,
they don't like me.
Vito.
I'm so squishy and so unlovable.
That's why you exploded the little extended.
Josh, I didn't know such thing.
It's
No, I didn't.
So we should totally be getting on to discussion of the newest
I
episode.
guess that means I'm nerd.
Time to watch YouTube videos and pass the hell out, dude.
I need alcohol to pass out.
No, you don't.
You need alcohol to pass out. You're staying in a hotel? Which hotel?
He's
That's-
16.
I'm also 16.
Haha. I was going to say, if you're staying in a hotel, it's like a Super 8 or something like that. Chances are there's a liquor store within a block.
There's an LCBO like next door, I think. You don't know what an
How much
LCBO
do you
is.
look like your father? And is his wallet nearby?
He's bald. I'm not. That's all that matters.
Can you wear a hat?
I look horrible in the mask. I don't have the facial hair.
And I'm gonna stop it right here because we don't condone underage drinking on this podcast.
No, you do.
So- yeah.
I'm just asking how much he looked like his father. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah,
but-
there's no
No,
means.
no, you should see my dad. He's
Take-
grayer
take-
than Santa Claus.
But yeah. So how about that new episode there?
I'm leaving. Happy holidays to all. Lobi, you're an asshole for ditching me in the team speak. Hibiki, I don't know you, so I'm not going to say anything. Matt,
Right
I
on.
don't care what you say. You creep me out with that ponytail and the bird thingy, so you know what? I'm just going to go drink myself to sleep. So, yeah, how do you turn off the Skype? Shit.
You hit the button that.
And there
oh,
he's
there we
gone,
go.
he's gone.
Yeah, I clicked the end call button for him. I was
How do you
like,
turn off Skype? There's a button that looks like a phone that's red that you hang up. Or someone can just boot your ass. That works too.
Yes, that's I like to do it. Anyway, so wait, nope, that's not what I want. Okay, it automatically removed him from the call. Cool. So, newest episode. Lobi, thoughts?
It was. I liked the song. The episode itself, it was okay. But what I freaked out the most over was the Apple Octavia.
Yes, in fact, I noticed that.
I was like, oh my god.
Like, I don't know, maybe they probably won't bring her back. It's probably a one shot. But yeah,
We
no,
didn't even get to know her name, so probably.
Yeah.
I was
And-
about to say Derpy wasn't even a one shot, and he got in.
yeah, but that was just because of the fans.
I'm just saying, yeah, exactly. If the community demands it, there will be more.
That
Most
is
likely.
true.
I mean, Snowflake made it back into a second episode, so
See?
I don't know. We kind of been demanding Octavia back, and we haven't gotten her back yet. So maybe it was just like them saying like, yeah, we know, but we can't.
maybe they're planning a decent background pony episode. We can hope.
Oh. Maybe they're related.
Could be. I don't know. But yeah, no, Babs. Awesome to see her again. Even though they
The accent, I love the accent, even though it's so bad.
yeah, terrible, terrible, terrible Manhattan accent. But
I think it tries to be its own thing, but I like it.
yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, the song was definitely good. But throughout the entire episode, I was doing that little cringe thing, like, no, don't do that, please don't do that.
Yeah, I was doing the exact same thing too.
Like everything that was done in the episode, you're just like, oh god, I hope it's, yep, she's gonna do it. Damn it. But yeah, I don't know. Overall, it was a good one. It let us see some other Apple family, and of course, it was good character development because it let us see some flaws that were inherent in Applejack, and
Yeah.
it was really good. It wasn't just like outright flaws that could kill the character. It kind of goes along with her whole character of the hard worker and all that kind of thing, but takes it to
Overachiever in a way.
Yeah,
Not exactly overachiever, but she wanted to work real hard and kind of overachieve for that specific events because it's the first time that all of them been there.
yeah.
Hold on.
So yeah, it definitely was good. Not the best, but I think Applejack fans can definitely be proud about this one as compared to the last.
Yeah.
The
I kind of like the last one, but this one was
I
definitely better.
I loved the ending of the last one because of that whole I didn't learn a thing. I was right all along.
Yeah.
I love that ending, but a lot of people didn't like it. They're like, but she didn't have any growth. It's like, no, but everyone else did because they learned that they should have trusted her in the first place. But yeah, no, with this one, we saw some good character development, which is definitely always good. We don't want the 2D ponies, especially with some of the ways that Applejack has been portrayed as a bit of a hick and all that kind of stuff.
A bit.
And well, most of the time, I mean, not hick in the sense of
Oh, she is Southern.
Southern, but that's not hick.
No, she is a Southern belle.
Yes, but there's been some points where she kind of seemed like a bit of a hick more than a Southern belle. Um,
I guess.
Overall, it was a really good episode.
Hey,
I'll leave
at
it
least
at
at least they don't have her carrying a shotgun around on her back.
that.
Oh man.
I'm waiting for that. Of course, they would never do that.
You know,
but-
Granny Smith with the shotgun in the rocker would be the best.
Oh God, yes it would. Well, because you can tell that she's kind of based off of the grandma from Beverly Hillbillies, especially with her, kooky, weird stuff that she does.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Like the jar thing with the Zap Apple episode.
Oh. God, I love that episode so much.
Oh man.
A Zap apple?
Zap Apple, yes.
She make a Tesla coil out of an apple?
No, lightning strikes an apple tree and it makes these magical apples grow that make a. And it's like how many years in between?
Oh, Jesus! I thought I don't think they said years. I think they said every. It's like every number of apple.
Apple harvests.
Yeah, apple harvest that happens.
That would pretty much be a year, or at least in the way that they're doing it. They're saying one large harvest a year kind of thing, I guess. But
See, I may not have seen a lot of episodes, but something like that makes me want to see an episode.
Dude, I'm telling you, you really need to watch the show. It's a fantastic show. And yeah, there are some episodes that are kind of but have you at least
Oh,
seen the
well-
Discord episodes?
I'm sorry, I totally missed what you had. I think I cut out.
No, I think he cut out because he cut out for me too.
Did
Oh,
I?
yeah, all I heard was you really need and then silence.
You really need, yeah, and then you come in with like slightly static voice.
Maybe my internet cut out for half a second.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I thought it was me for a second. I'm like, you really need...
Yeah, no, I was sitting there too. I was like, wait, what? Where'd you guys
What-
go?
What?
It's like,
what
I'm
else-
giving you profound life advice. What you
What
need to do is...
yeah, and then my internet goes out.
And then...
And then you take the cherry out of the tree and cut. Wait, what? No. But no, what I was gonna say is you really need to see more episodes. I honestly think you would like it.
I mean, to be fair, I've really only seen the starters of every season.
Okay, so you have seen the Discord episodes.
Yes, of course, I had to. I mean, for crying out loud, I mean,
Done,
that song got stuck in my head for so damn long by with the remix by Living Tombstone that I just had to.
I will say though, out of the starter episodes, like the very first 2 seasons, they were kind of meh. I didn't really like the first 2 episodes of the MLP film. It had a couple things that kept you going, like the little encounter with Fluttershy and Spike, and a couple other things. But
they're pretty slow going. But it's because they had to introduce all the characters.
yeah, it's easily what it was. The first episode was really slow, but the second one where they actually got to the forest and stuff, that one I liked.
Oh yeah, and then like season 2 was good because the characters were already well established, and then they did, it's like, okay, can we make them grow as characters? Yes, we can. Here's John Delancey, make him force them to do it, and it was good. And then the season.
John Delancey, do you want to force yourself on some ponies? Okay. Wait, we said that wrong. Now I'm going to do it anyways. Oh God.
Oh man.
Vil, I don't know if you know, but John Delancey has said that he has done other voice work for MLP.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
You can go to his page and look at his biography, and it shows who he's done.
But like, yeah, but I mean like upcoming stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know if it's for another episode or not because he said he's done more work for MLP, and
I was about to say
there was a new commercial where he did some voice work in it.
I would not be surprised if in the next year there will be an MLP movie and he would be in it.
Oh my God!
I would not be surprised if that's what happens.
A Discord origin story. That's what I want so bad.
Oh, man.
I mean, to hear John Delancey talking for an hour and a half as a weird dragon chimera looking thingy. Oh my God!
Yeah, but I seriously would not be surprised if that's what happens in the next year. I'd almost put money on it. You're already 3 seasons in. You're guaranteed pretty much for a 4th.
Oh yeah.
I don't think there's
a half season kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I don't think there's any series out there that goes longer than 4 or 5 seasons that doesn't get a movie. Especially something that has such a big fan base.
Yeah, and
I mean, hell, Pokemon doesn't go 3 seasons without a movie now.
Pokemon doesn't go 1 season without a movie anymore.
Yeah.
But no, like, I think you should actually watch the season 2 finale. I think you would enjoy that. It's so very good. Like that, the music was fantastic. How many songs did we get in?
What was the season 2 finale again? Like, what was that?
Cadence.
Oh yeah,
the Candlelight Wedding.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, how many songs did we get in that? Because we got.
Oh my, yeah, that's right. Because we had 2 villains that season.
Yeah, we had.
Chrysalis and Discord.
Of course, the reprise for both of those.
Season 2 had the best villains so far, easily. Nightmare Moon was pretty good. King Sombra was more of like development. Yeah.
Those are the only 2 things he said the entire episode is "rawr" and "crystal."
Yeah.
So, go outside, kitty. Anyway, so yeah, like, yeah, Vil, you totally need to watch more episodes because
I'm sure I will at some point.
Good. Because I really don't want to be a pony fag and force it on you, but I will if I have to.
Don't make him do it, man. He has superpower.
Especially if we were to go to Japan, because then it's like, hey, guess what? You're locked in a room. Have fun, ponies.
I was about to say, there's like a 13-hour flight from here to there. You totally miss that part of it. It's like the 13-hour flight. What are we going to do for 13 hours?
Probably watch.
But the 13-hour flight wouldn't be quite as fun as tying you to a chair, sticking ponies in front of you, going, have fun.
If you did that to me while we were in Japan, I swear to God, you would see me on a subway tied to the chair. I would make it there.
Oh man.
And I don't care if the TV is strapped to the chair with me. I would still make it there. There is no way I would be sitting in a room in Japan tied to a chair watching ponies.
Yeah. Just get you one of the laptop stands that you can strap over your shoulders, and it just props the laptop up in front of you, and just walk around Japan with My Little Pony. Just
Oh my god, dude! I think I might be assaulted by Japanese by that point. Well, we are the most peaceful people in the world. However, this guy is disrupting our chi.
But they're fans of ponies over there.
No,
Especially,
yeah, they're really fans of ponies. They bring out like anime ponies, and you're like, oh god.
but well, I should say they're fans of everything cute and cuddly, and
Yeah.
I think MLP falls into that quite well.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't doubt it at all.
But actually, I don't know. Have they had a Japanese dub of MLP yet?
If I don't
Not
think there would be a
animated
dub,
one,
but I
but
could
they've had
probably.
comics.
Oh, you could probably find subs, Japanese subs. Yeah, you probably could.
Subs, absolutely. But I mean, like, because they've done Italian dubs, French dubs, Spanish dubs.
I think that actually some of the favorite characters over in Japan, like the most liked characters in the episodes, are actually like background ones. They really like Big Macintosh, and they really like Cheerilee. I know that for a fact.
Wait, is
Red
it, I thought it was
Death.
just. I thought it was Big Mac. It's Big Macintosh.
Yeah, Big Macintosh is
Oh,
the
he goes
full.
by Big Mac, Big Macintosh.
Big Mac is what they call him.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So they're
But
making fun of
anyways.
Apple computers.
There was a little article saying that a lot of Japanese really like Big Mac.
Well-
It's really
No, Macintosh is a type of Apple. That's
Oh.
why Apple named their first computer the Macintosh.
which
Huh.
is funny because in case you guys don't know,
Things I didn't know.
the actual logo for Apple is a red delicious, not a Macintosh apple.
Yes, it is.
More things I didn't know. Although I'm not going to lie at this point, things I don't really care about either.
Yeah.
It's very true.
Just
I
one
mean,
of those.
I could honestly spend the rest of this podcast ranting about the changes that they made to the new iPhone and iPad and be like, wow, look, they just outmoded everything. And no, whatever. Let's not go there. How about that? Let's
Yeah,
not.
totally. Because I'm not not a
Not a fan.
Apple fanboy. Not that I hate them. I just hate most of their fanboys.
Yeah, no, that's very true. It's like any type of community. I don't hate the product. I just hate the people who support it, and
Yeah.
not all of them, just the ones that are really fucking annoying.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's totally too many people that are a little too into Apple, especially those ones that gotta buy every new product that comes out each generation.
Yeah, even though it's like
Oh, for sure.
just a tiny upgrade.
I have an iPhone 4. Hey, we're putting out the iPhone 4S. Hey, guess what? I just bought an iPhone 4S.
Now I got Siri.
Oh, God.
Oh man.
But, of course, now we get to laugh at people with the iPhone 5 because of Google Maps and a few other things. But, yeah, no, stuff happens. But yeah, so I guess there isn't really much more to talk about with the most recent episode. But, so I guess we'll go into one of the larger reasons why I have Vylor here, besides the fact that he's like, can I be on? And
Besides that,
yeah.
I didn't bribe you or anything. I just basically said, hey, I want to join. And you're like, meh. Can you be funny and entertaining? I suppose.
There you go. And, we were down a host for this episode because of Tag being on vacation and all that. So we needed someone to fill in the blanks, because otherwise me and Lobie would just be sitting here going,
Yeah.
you've done.
So I'm your local neighborhood furry guest host. Okay.
Yes. And so that brings us to the point.
I said it.
Well, I've outed myself as a furry on here a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
But Vylor is another member of the furry community, much as I am.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Except it's Hibiki. Vylar's just my gaming name.
Yes, it's just I knew you as Vil for
Yes.
the longest time because
I know.
of Rift.
Yep.
But he is a furry, and I think you've probably been in the fandom longer than me.
I thought we talked about that once before, and if I have, it hasn't been that much longer.
Okay, yeah, because I was a member of the furry community probably since I was about 13,
And you're how old now?
25. So about 12.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been about 10 to 12 years for me too, so it's pretty close.
Okay, but so we're right about the same. We've seen the fandom for about the same amount of time.
Oh, and has it grown and
Oh,
matured?
my
Actually, thank God.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, come on, you
Ponies of the world, rejoice! You have our steps to follow in. Learn from us. Do not make the same
absolutely.
mistakes as us. For God's sakes, don't make the same mistakes as us.
All I gotta say is Neko in the loop. But
Oh,
oh, you know about that one. Okay. um,
or the Australian panda, or I mean, the
yeah,
UK hippo. I mean, there's a couple incidents I could mention.
yes. Plenty of ones that we could probably mention. But
CSI.
oh god, that well,
Uh,
they
I know.
it can really go either way with that. Like,
The first thing I thought, I was like, okay, so I get what they're doing here. They're just showing one aspect of one particular fetish, and that's fine. I don't need to go into details about it. But at the same time, because of that episode, everyone's like, everyone does that. I'm like, really? Really?
yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry. No.
it's the same thing with the Brony community, especially because of the Fox News, the famous Fox News episode where they talked about bronies and that bald-headed freak of a anchor. Um,
Oh, you mean how every brony loves ponies? Sexually.
yeah, exactly. They painted us all as
And how
5-year-old
we
neck beards living in our
and
mother's
how
basement.
we always how we take unemployed and just like sit and watch ponies all day.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I was
Totally.
about to say, welcome
Thank
to
God
what
we all do that.
welcome to what we've been through as furries already.
yeah. Um,
Well, I don't know.
yeah, and it's again, it's the whole thing of they're going to believe what they see on TV, and of course, they're
Well,
all for ratings in the media. So
what was it I told you earlier, Math? Is that the sins of the few are implied to the many?
yeah, exactly.
It's,
They're going to paint everyone as fursuit yiffers and molesters and
and pony lovers, if you're a brony. I mean, uh,
yeah. And the thing is, fursuiting has leaked over into the brony fandom. Of course, I mean, why wouldn't it? It makes sense. Um,
Some people have done it really well too.
oh yeah,
yes,
I help at a fur con here in Colorado, and it's growing every year. It's massive. I think this last year we had like 3,000 over the course of the weekend.
That's pretty
I
big.
can't remember.
that's
Yeah,
nice.
it's nice actually. Um, that might be wrong. I think it's actually under 1,000. I can't remember.
Yeah. Either way, hitting that kind of unless it's like one of the big ones like FA United or FurCon or something like that.
Oh yeah,
That's amazing.
further confusion. Yeah.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
but no. The point is that the first time MLP came out, I didn't even know that there was a new season of MLP. Like I didn't realize they had remade it into Friendship is Magic. Everyone's like, yay! And I'm like, why are people hooked on this old '80s cartoon show? What's going on? And someone's like, no, dude, they like remade it. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like it's new. And then as he said that, Rainbow Dash and Applejack walked by me, and I'm like, wow, that was cool.
Yep. And actually, I think one of the videos of a costume contest was done uh, at FurCon, and
It definitely was, and those are some of my favorite fursuits that I've seen.
yeah.
Pony related.
they were absolutely amazing. And like personally, I have nothing against the fursuiter community. Um, absolutely nothing. The only thing that there's certain aspects of it I don't understand, but I'm not going to judge someone for their own decisions. I've just never really had the time to sit down and discuss things, which we'll have to talk about that at a later point. Anyway, so the main reason I wanted to have Bill on here today is, there's a lot of animosity in the brony community towards the furry community.
I laugh every time I hear that.
Exactly, and I personally don't understand it. Like a lot of bronies will fight to the death, saying, "I'm not a furry. I'm not a furry."
Yes, you are.
You have exactly. You have a ponysona. Okay, what does a fur have? A fursona.
Persona. What is a furry? It's someone who wants to be part animal, part human, or someone who feels like they're an animal trapped inside a human's body, or someone who just enjoys the aspects of the art. It doesn't really matter. Point
Yeah.
is, a pony is still an animal.
Exactly. It doesn't matter if you're going off of just that specific cartoon and not ponies in general. You're still humanizing an animal. It's anthropomorphizing.
Yes.
Anthro, furry, same damn thing.
It's
So-
ponies don't really talk. Ponies don't really live in houses. Ponies don't really farm. Well, in a manner of speaking. But they live on farms and they do farm work, but not on
Not
their
of
own.
their own free will.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're taking human qualities, and the one thing that it's Kooky Womble's a really well-known furry. He does the furry song, I'm a furry, and what it is. And the best description of what a furry is, you take your favorite animal, you take, what your idea of a human is, and you run the human qualities through your animal, and then you have a furry on the other side. So what do bronies do? They take their favorite pony, they take human qualities, and they run them through it, and suddenly your pony's talking. They don't necessarily have to have hands, but they can stand up, they can talk, they can dance, they can sing, they can do all sorts of crap that ponies normally can't do.
They have
So-
conscious thought and the ability to reason.
Ponies, therefore, are a derivative of furries. Does that make it bad? No, it does not make it bad.
Absolutely not. And that's, again, the animosity from bronies towards furries, because I know it doesn't go the other way.
No, that's why I said I laugh every time I hear that.
Yeah. Like, it just confuses me so much. Because, again, it's all this programming from mass media like Fox News and...
Fox is known for trying to give everything a bad name. I'm sorry. A new zoo could open up, and if an elephant stepped on a twig, it'd be like Elephants Against Nature or something like that. Fox is always trying to find the worst spin on everything, and it makes me sad to be a conservative.
they're all about their ratings. So but there's just something about it that's wrong. Well, there's everything about it that's wrong. Speaking about the thing about bronies and furs, I don't know. I don't remember if I asked you about your feelings on the whole thing the last time we talked on it, Low Bean.
About what? Furries
The whole-
versus bronies?
Yeah, like
Sorry, the other way around. I think it's stupid personally because, like you guys have already pointed out, and while I'm not an outgoing furry per se, I do enjoy furry artwork, and yeah, so yeah.
And that's the other big misconception: is not all artwork in any community is porn. I really.
Exactly. Thank you.
Uh,
I would actually wager to say that the majority of the stuff on FA is 100% safe for work.
and you can filter actually because they have filters on there. Is this
But yeah, and if you
safe
don't
for work or not safe for work?
Yeah, and you also, even when you create an account, you have to tell it specifically, let me see the adult material.
Yeah, and that's fine. It's great. That's actually how I found, rediscovered where the artist who did my suit is at. They're on FA, and they did an amazing flipping job. And all of her art in general is awesome. And she's a furry, kind of. And the reason why I say kind of is because she doesn't really have a fursona. She has a monster sona, but she still considers herself a furry. She likes, the more darker and creepier side of things, like Wendigos and Minotaurs and like that.
Yeah.
Which are awesome.
Yeah, and that's fine.
So, again, just preaching, don't hate your brethren, because you're actually a lot more like them than you seem to think. Again, for a fandom that's all about love and tolerance, there's a lot of people in it that seem to hate quite a lot.
Although, I'm sorry, and I'll agree with a couple people on this. The every pony thing has to stop.
Absolutely. I'm against it.
I know why they do it in the cartoon series because it's cutesy, and that's fine because the cartoon series is generally geared toward kids. Okay,
Yes.
no problem. But for anyone to use it in real life, which is where we exist, it sounds weird. Really, really weird.
And it's like, what was it? Spike.mauve.
Oh, yeah.
Where he's going off on the whole thing where he's having to read from the sheet, and he's like, "Why does this say every pony? I mean, I get it, but you don't have to say it. Everyone doesn't denote humans."
Yeah.
That actually, I love.
Yeah, everyone denotes everything with a conscious. Sorry.
Yeah, it's. I never could get 100% into the whole roleplay aspect of this fandom. Again, like I've said before, I was on Furcadia for probably about, I don't know, 3 years, back when it was a lot smaller than it is now. And I roleplayed there. Like, not sexually. Well,
Okay, I don't
I'll
care.
retract that comment.
You don't need to go into explicit though,
Oh, absolutely not.
because no one here wants to know what your virtual sexual life was like. Because that sounds cool, right?
God, that sounds
not to
awesome.
mention, not to mention that was when I was like 13 or 14. So,
Oh wow, the legality in that is just horrid.
Well, it's RP, so it's not actually happening. Therefore, it's actually 100%.
Yeah, you
legal.
try and justify that between a jury.
Oh yeah, no. Most legal systems wouldn't agree with me, but
No legal system would agree with you.
so if it doesn't actually happen, it doesn't happen. Therefore, it's not legal. It's just like if I mean, look at it this way: if I were to role play smoking pot, you couldn't arrest me for smoking pot.
This is true.
So
Or could I? Nah.
Hmm.
maybe in Canada. No, actually,
I'm going to invade your virtual
Canada's
home
like
and steal your
trying to
plants.
legalize it, aren't they?
There's a few provinces where it actually is already.
I
Yeah.
was about to say there are 12 states in the United States where it is legal, sir. I
And
live in one of them.
yours just became one of them not too long ago.
Who did what now?
Colorado.
Yes, I was about to say I live in one of them.
Yes, just recently. What, like 2 months ago? 3 months?
Alongside with the presidential election, so.
The most recent, I believe.
But then again, let's see. Colorado had it decriminalized, like what, 4 years ago?
In the city and county of Denver, but we don't need to get into politics right now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much legality with all that crap. Either way, yes, you can have it. Yes, you can smoke it. Should you? It's a personal choice.
Yeah. I don't condone it to other people, but if you are a consenting adult, then
Make your own decisions.
do whatever you want to do. So, it's think for yourself kind of thing. But also, again, don't hate on people that do things that you don't do, because that's just wrong. Especially if you're a member of this fandom, because, that's part of the whole thing of the fandom is to not hate and to.
You know what we should do? We should make every person who's a member of the Brony fandom watch the entire series of Trigun. That way they get love and peace pounded into their head a second time.
Love and peace! I love Vash so much. But anyway, okay, so we've gone off on a tangent for a little bit. Well, quite a while, actually. So,
Isn't that what this is all about?
yes, pretty much. But I wanted, before we start to wrap up, because we probably got about 10 to 15 minutes left. You are a gamer, if
Yes.
I understand correctly. And I hope I do.
No, I just do things in my spare time that seem like gaming to the naked eye, when in reality I manipulate code.
So, oh god. Then you really
Anyways.
suck for someone who can affect the game at that level.
I know.
You're like, I'm just learning. Come on, man. Okay, so I know already that you play EVE, you play League of Legends. Natural Selection was one that you're getting into now, right?
Natural Selection 2, the sequel.
Yeah. Yeah, because the original came out quite some time ago.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't played Natural Selection 2. Lobine, have you played it?
No.
All right, so tell us
The
about
first-person muncher.
it. I know that much.
it's an FPM/FPS. That's the best way to describe it.
Well, like, take us through like some of the gameplay, because I know. Well,
it's a standard FPS. A lot of the times, what's really unique about it is it uses a free look aim, where the character model may not be looking at you, but if the person's screen is, you will be shot. Type thing. Same with the aliens, where aliens don't necessarily shoot in most cases. They bite. They're,
aliens.
aliens. Yeah, right?
They're Zerg.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they have forms that have, ranged attacks, but for the most part they bite or slash. So they have to get in melee range. But they have the same type of thing where you need to be very mobile as an alien. So in a lot of the times where your avatar icon, whatever is on the screen you want to call it, may not be exactly facing the person you're attacking, you are still hitting them. So it's a really unique combat system actually. And it's fun as
No.
heck. And it can the best part about it is that it combines FPS, FPM, as I like to call it, with real-time strategy. Because a lot of what it is it's a fight to the finish, but it's also based on map control, and map can only be controlled by the commanders of each opposing side, and whoever's in the commander chair has an heads-up view, or third
I
person
was gonna say
over the
it
top.
still has the RTS feel
RTS,
from
that's the
the
word. I'm
first
sorry.
natural
Yeah,
selection.
yeah, it has the RTS over the
Okay.
top part, but they gave it to aliens too now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the great part about it. So now the aliens have to have a commander too. And it's the exact type of thing. You collect resources, you build upgrades, you supply your troops, you tell them what to do, where to go, and if they're idiots, they do their own thing and get killed, and then they complain that you're a bad commander, and because they don't know what they're doing, it's stuff like that.
Yeah. Because I mean, I don't know if the company that developed it wants to, say that this was their motivation, but the first natural selection was based very heavily on StarCraft.
Oh yeah, and they're not called Marines, even though everyone calls them Marines. They're
Yeah.
actually called Explorers, and which is funny because they're called Terran Explorers, but in the ready room when you choose your sides, it's aliens and Marines.
Yeah.
So it's like you're still whatever.
And even then, like the aspects, at least in the original, like I said, I haven't played the second one because I played the original um,
I'm
back
gonna
on
have to get it to
console.
you for Christmas. That's what I'll have to do. That's decided.
That'll work. Um, but yeah, I played it. I played the original back during LAN parties because we were playing all
Oh yeah,
kinds of Half-Life mods, Counter Strike, Day of Defeat, and all this back on the I think Half-Life 1.2, and we picked up natural selection. Like we went on just one of the mod sites. And we're like, all right, grab this, grab this, grab
yeah, because
this,
it used to be a
this.
mod for Half-Life,
Yes,
of
and
all
we
things.
also picked up the what was it? I think Slayer mod for Half-Life, which is it's a vampires versus slayers
Yeah,
mod,
yeah, yeah.
and they had a level based off of uh oh god, what was that scene in the first Blade movie? Um,
Wow.
I forget the area, but yeah, it was from a scene in the first Blade movie that they
That's about
based one of the maps off of, and it was so good.
nice.
But yeah, like have a lot of the things from the first
They've
natural
carried
selection.
over and gotten better.
Oh,
There's a few things that have changed regarding racials. Like for example, if you were ever on Onos in the original one, the big giant alien, the final,
yeah,
the final evolution, so to speak, you could eat a marine. Can't do that anymore. You can't eat a marine. You can't just run up, eat a marine, and walk off. I used to
yeah,
love
because
doing that.
a lot of people would probably find that unfair.
Oh yeah, it
Because
it was cheesy as all hell. Don't get me wrong, because instead of just killing the guy and letting him have a chance to respawn, you literally took him out of the fight for not only his respawn timer, but forever how long it took you to digest him.
oh wow,
That
So
would
that
be major
that was it was horrible. Don't get because you get enough people doing that, and because they're still active, they can still run around and stomp on people, and the only way you can ever free the person is if you actually kill them before they got digested, which makes sense. But don't get me wrong, it was cheesy as all heck.
but still
Uh,
fun.
Yeah, but now what they did is okay. You're a giant rampaging rhinoceros, elephant thingy, right? What can something that big do to a man? It can stomp and knock them on their ass. So that's what they
Which of
gave it
course
instead.
makes them easy prey for
Yep, everything else.
everything else.
Yep. So now having a jetpack as a marine has a useful purpose. You can't get your ass stomped, literally, and if they don't have jetpacks, you can just knock down their entire team. Of course, it takes a certain degree of evolution. You don't get it right away, so because it's an end game thing.
Oh, and
But
I'm actually seeing from checking out the wiki page, it's actually the same designer, same developer,
oh yeah,
everything. So
yeah.
they haven't sold out the rights to anyone.
Nope, no one.
That
They
is
they
fantastic.
they use the proceeds to make their own studio, so they have their own development studio. They're backed by one of the bigger ones, I think. I can't remember who, but they're not owned. They're just backed.
Yeah. And see, it's awesome that they're actually using their own proprietary engine now, whereas before they were just modifying the Half-Life engine.
Yeah, now it's better. Um, I've ran into a few hackers. That's gonna happen. It's just people.
Yeah, that'll happen in every game, but at least it's not as bad as a lot of games that come out these days, where it's every single match you come into.
No, it's not. I've only ran. I mean, I play a lot, and I've only ran into like two or three total, maybe. And there are people who are really good, and it's kind of like, are they hacking? I can't. They're just probably good. It's there are some obvious ones where, hey, he just shot me three times and I'm dead. That takes dead point pinpoint accuracy. Not everyone is that good, and he does it every time to everyone. He's hacking.
Yeah,
It happens. Oh well.
yeah,
If someone really needs to feel like they need an ego boost, then they can, do it on their
yeah.
own time, I guess.
By all means, let them do it, and they'll get bored of it eventually, and you know, you'll laugh at them when they no longer have an account because they'll be VAC banned.
Yep.
But it's what it is. But besides that, what else? I mean, I know you've been playing on Eve and LOL.
Yeah,
Anything
Eve,
else you've been playing?
LOL, PlanetSide 2. Free to play.
Okay, and Lobby, I think you've been playing that too, haven't you?
I played it I played it more in beta than I did when it's been out, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll tell you this right now. PlanetSide 2, I found far more hackers.
Oh yeah, and that's one thing I've heard from the rest of the community is that there are a lot of hackers in the game, which
Oh, yeah,
again,
yeah.
it's gonna happen. But a game like that, yeah, you'll find a lot of it.
Yeah, like I'm a good at FPS. I'm not trying to brag, but I've been playing FPSs for a long time, like back since CS beta. So I've been playing first-person shooters for a really long time, um, and even before then. But it doesn't really matter. The point is that there are people who are good, where they get they get kills and they die. They get kills and they die. And then there are people who are obviously hacking, where there's a leaderboard system in PlanetSide where it shows who has the best score of the three realms, right? There was a guy on there who in the first 2 weeks had 12,000 kills, 70 deaths. You can't tell me he wasn't hacking.
Yeah, that's
That's
no.
ridiculous.
Yeah, that's like, I'm just going to see how long it takes for them to ban me hacking.
Yeah, I mean, and believe me, I have a buddy here that most FPS games, he is a god. I've seen, let's see, when Black Ops 1 came out, and I've been at his house watching him, and he does not hack. He is just that damn good. Um, but when Black Ops 1 came out, I was playing a couple matches with him over at his house, and then, once I bought it, uh, you know, back here at my house so I could have my entire screen to play it on rather than split screen with him. But I'd be in matches with him, and I'm talking, hardcore matches, not normal matches. And we'd be in like hardcore search and destroy, and he would get, 80 kills to 5 deaths. He's just that
Jeez.
damn good. But it wasn't every single match. It was just he would get on a roll and just stomp everyone. And
Yeah.
there's
Yeah,
there are people like that out there. I mean, I've played Counter-Strike with them like that. But like you said, that kind of ratio, I don't think so.
no way. Yeah, no, I was because it does have the KDR. His KDR ratio was something like 600 to 1. I was like, come on.
Yeah, that
Seriously.
does not happen unless you're going into uh, and of course with this game you couldn't do it because it's literally just the couple of servers.
Yeah.
But like unless you're going to like Counter-Strike with a whole bunch of people that have never played the game before, it's not going to happen.
Even then, you're probably going to get ran over by your friendly vehicle or something.
Yeah, most likely.
Oh, dude, I can't. There are so many of my deaths that are just friendly fire.
Yeah,
It is true what they say. Friendly fire isn't.
Very friendly. Yeah, that's actually and that's one of the things. Like when I actually do play Counter-Strike, which these days is not very often,
Like CS:GO is actually pretty good, by the way.
it is, but it doesn't have all the modding capabilities that CSS does.
True.
And I don't play vanilla CSS anymore. I've just gotten completely bored of it. I play the mod known as Warcraft Source, which is basically a Dota mod for Counter-Strike.
Ah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about now. They've
Yeah.
changed it a bit since I last played it.
Oh
But-
yeah, well, because now it's technically called WoW Source. It's kind of different. Most servers are running the same thing, but there are some out there that have the more advanced version of WoW Source. The one that I play on particularly is still Warcraft Source, and it's one of the best servers out there because the guy who runs it codes his own races and is absolutely amazing.
I think you showed me that one.
Yeah, he's oh my god, so good. Um, but you can't have friendly fire in a Warcraft Source server. You absolutely can't because there's so many abilities that are area of effect abilities that if it could hurt your teammates,
It will.
you get kicked from the server immediately for team killing because you
Yeah.
like 5 of your teammates in one shot.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, especially I bought Chivalry and I've been playing that lately. Chivalry Medieval Warfare, and there's some servers where friendly fire is turned off, but most of them have it turned on. And you got these people that are just like running around, slashing their swords left and right, killing teammates and friendlies alike. And I'm like, no,
Nice.
no.
I've seen some videos of Chivalry. I've seen some weird stuff in that game.
Yeah, no. Did you see the video that tag links by chance?
I think I opened it, but then saw it was a Chivalry video and went, nope, click.
It's actually really funny.
Oh, I'll have to check it out at some point then, because I don't know. There's certain games if someone links me to video play of it, I'm just not gonna watch it. I don't, because I mean, especially like even if it's like the funniest video you've ever seen, if you link me a RuneScape video, I'm gonna find where you live and I'm gonna come and punch you in the throat. I have gone on record numerous times saying I absolutely despise that game and it should have never been made. And you know what? Crucify me if you feel like it, but that game is complete and utter, and it needs to die.
Oh, sorry. Speaking of up and coming games, if you want to know about that,
Yes, absolutely.
there's and they're not anytime soon, but they're. Have you ever played Wing Commander?
No, but I have seen other people play it. So
Same.
Yeah. Wing Commander is an awesome game. It may be old and moded, but it is awesome. The same guy who made Wing Commander is making another game that I'm probably going to leave Eve for, and it's called Star Citizen. And you can look it up right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know about Star Citizen. We got Chiek is
Oh my God.
pounding about
Really
that.
trying to get people into it. Yeah.
No, dude, it's going to be phenomenal. Like just from what I've seen, it's going to be phenomenal. And the fact that they're going to be able to use the I can't remember the exact name for it, but those essentially 3D goggles that you can wear on your head that will track head movement.
Like the NVIDIA goggles and stuff.
Yeah, but they'll track head movement. You can use that in the cockpit because
Oh
it's not going to be Eve in the respect that Eve is spreadsheets and spaceships in space. This is going to be spaceships and space wars in space.
And isn't Star Citizen supposed to tie into all the other games that they've put out?
Yes.
And yeah, so it's going to be, the economy is affected by each and every player in each of these games.
Mhm.
So that's kind of interesting. Just like how, Dust is going to
Yeah,
affect
Dust
that
and
game.
Eve. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that's the other thing about Eve that I don't know if you noticed. The last patch on Dust enabled pilots to do orbital strikes.
Oh, so the skill is now in Eve.
It should be somewhere. I don't know what it's called though. But yes, pilots can now do orbital strikes in Dust.
That's kind of cool. I might have to go check that out.
Yeah, right.
But see, that's actually, I wanted to ask you a few questions about Dust because, I haven't really read much of anything on it.
I'm still bound under an NDA.
Okay, gotcha.
I can only tell you that it's fun. They're still working out bugs, and it's still in beta. Sorry.
There was, yeah, I know. NDAs suck.
They do, but it's one of those things where if it ever happened to, and there's no saying that it would, but if it ever did, I really don't feel like being sued.
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely not something you want to risk. Like, what was it, Moss and War Z? God. Didn't hear the end of it. It's like, dude, you're under an NDA, right? Yeah, I don't care. Like, you honestly should.
Yeah, right.
Because,
Have you ever actually read it? They can sue you for a lot.
Well, and that's the thing. He's underage, so he has to worry about his parents getting sued, which is way worse for him.
I think in most NDAs say that you cannot accept this without, being over the age of 18 or
Most
having a guardian review it.
or whatever legal consent is in your country or whatever.
Yeah, wow.
So
Yeah. Huh.
some people do stupid things.
Mm-hmm.
But damn. Okay, so I really want to know stuff about. What was it? Because what I was thinking about might not. It might have been one of the already disclosed things. If I can remember what the hell I was going to ask you about.
I was about to say, if it's already been disclosed, of course, yeah, sure. I mean, obviously there's orbital strikes, and obviously they're now live because they announced it in Eve also. So I can say things about that.
There was crap. There was something I was going to ask you about it. Well, like I know that it's going to affect the Eve economy, but I honestly don't think it's going to affect it that much.
The skilling system is similar but different.
Okay.
It's not necessarily time. If it was time-based, people would just say, screw that. No.
Oh yeah.
It's an.
You don't play an FPS game to be logged out of it for a month at a time just to get a new skill.
Yeah, it's based on earnings and merit in combat. How it's going to affect the economy? A lot of what is as far as planetary control is in Losec, from what I've seen on the star map.
Okay.
In Eve.
So that's
how that's going to affect Losec, I have no idea.
That's going to encourage people to move out to Losec.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually probably going to be good, because then they might start taking Zerosec back from some of the pirates.
Oh, good luck.
I know, but some of the larger high-sec corporations and stuff like that might start taking it back.
Mm-hmm.
That could be fairly interesting, actually. But yeah,
I think it's a good concept.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Having like a couple of games linked like that is great, as long as it gets done correctly, and people actually play Dust, But like, I don't know. I'm interested to see how Star Citizen works out. That could be kind of cool.
I think if it's going to be what he says it's going to be, it'll be worth leaving Eve for. If you like the spaceship genre, the sci-fi genre, Eve is definitely. It is spreadsheets in space, yes. However, there's so much to do in the game.
Yes, and you can literally do anything you want. It's a sandbox game to a T.
Yeah, and if Star Citizen says what it's going to be, like, and you could look at the previews for it and find their Kickstarter and everything. They've raised so much money. This game is going to definitely be released before 2014. But the fact is that from everything that they have, just from what they've done so far, it looks phenomenal. Like the fact that you can have a corporation piloting a carrier through space, and this is a carrier. This thing is massive. It's ginormous. The ships that we're flying in Eve right now don't even compare.
And see, that's another thing that I've always wondered about Eve is a capital ship. A capital ship is supposed to be, manned by hundreds of people.
Yeah, and there are descriptions of that. You are the commander of that ship, and it says that you have a crew of X number of people flying the ship, and if it gets blown up, you just killed so many people. There are notices about things like that. It makes it more realistic because, like right now we're doing this mining thing in Eve and have been this whole time, and the ships that we're flying, they're not just one-man ships. Maybe a frigate is a one-man ship, but the thing that I'm flying, this capital or industrial ship,
it's supposed to be at least 50 to 100 people to man that at its minimal.
Yeah, they're not going to make you have 50 to 100 people fly one of these things. That's why what I like about Star Citizen is that for the corporation to have one of these carriers, they all have to be able to be on this carrier and perform certain functions for that ship to move through space.
Yep. Which I'd be interested to see if it's like, you have one person able to actually direct it through, the top-down third-person view, like what we have here in Eve, and then you have other people in a first-person view inside the ship having to.
No, there is. There. If you go look at the videos right now on Star Citizen's site, there are videos of what inside the ship hangar looks like.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely going to have to check that out. And from the sound of it, I'm going to suggest everyone else that listens checks it out as well.
I mean, even if you're not interested in it, or even if you just want to see what we're talking about, go look at it. I mean, heck, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, exactly. What if you wasted 5 minutes of your time?
I feel so lost.
Don't worry, Google it.
Yeah, just check it out. I
no, I'm going to check out.
I don't
Citizen,
really
sure.
know anything about the game besides what he's told me, because Chieku's just drooling over it, not really telling you anything about it.
Oh yeah. The fact that it's made by the same guy who made Wing Commander, who made a couple other games since then, but hasn't done anything for the last 10 years. This is his prodigy child, his baby. You know, his what he's devoted the last 10 years of his life to.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. From what I've heard, is they've pulled people from CCP actually to work on it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. There's a couple devs from CCP who have left and moved over to the designers of Star Citizen. I can't remember the studio name off the top of my head.
And for those of you who don't know, CCP is the developers of Eve.
And Dust.
Oh yeah, and Dust. But yeah, Dust. Meh.
I like it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've kind of grown weary of the first-person shooter genre because a lot of it seems to be the same. You know, kill a guy, reload, kill a guy, reload, capture the base, kill a guy, reload.
Yeah, that's it is.
Some games do it very well. I mean, I'm more for the games that you can actually mod. You know, I like games that have a good modding API, or even if they don't have a good API, they're easily modded because they're built so simply. Hence the source engine and whatever the new engine is that they're developing. But I don't know, because and that's another reason why I'm a PC gamer, 99.9%, and a console gamer 0.01%, because you can't mod console games unless you hack your system, and most of the time they will kick you off of whatever multiplayer network you're on when you do that. But it is what it is. But we are at about an hour and 10 minutes, so I guess we're going to go ahead and wrap up. Lobing, was there anything else you wanted to say?
No, kind of boring for me as of late. Not like this particular podcast, but I mean,
No, he just...
I mean, like overall, like life's been boring.
And it does that from time to time. Believe me.
Yeah, for sure. It's just one of those 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Oh man, that's been like the last month and a half for me. I've been out of work for that long, and unfortunately have not been able to find work since then, which is starting to get very, very bad for me. Especially when people tell me, yeah, I got a job for you, and then never call me back.
That's always fun.
Yeah. Tell me about it. I was actually supposed to most likely start work at one of my old jobs this week, and they haven't called me yet. And I've tried calling her a couple of times. She said, yeah, everything's underway. We're waiting on a background check and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, okay, well, just call me whenever it gets done, because I know background checks only take a day or two, especially for large companies. Most of them immediate. But
yeah, like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and so I've been missing out on a lot of stuff because of that. I don't get to go out, don't get to
you don't get to buy nice things. You can't.
It's just like to do the Eve subscription. I had to go and get my arm jabbed and donate plasma. So, but anyway, yeah. So it's boring for all of us, I guess. Well, not you, Bill.
Christmas is in 2 days, so Merry Christmas, people that listen to the podcast,
and
or Hanukkah, or whatever you do. Yes.
Merry Christmas Kwanzaa.
Christmas Kwanzaa. There you go. That's always my favorite. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, happy holiday seasons to everyone from the Bronies of War podcast. I'm Nathaniel, our special guest, Hibiki, Vylor, Vil, whatever,
wow.
and
Lobine.
And we're out.
Later.